Hey, boo, hey. Now that the boring ass Real Housewives of Atlanta reunions are over, fucking snooze fest. I slept through all of them. There was nothing, no tea was spilt. Anyways, I want to talk about the Porsha and Kenya of it all because I fell asleep to YouTube the other day and this YouTuber said that Porsha was helping Kenya expose Brit. And she said it on the reunion stage and nobody caught the tea. And I'm just like, damn, I wish I could remember who the YouTuber was. I try to look through my history. I can't find it. I'm like, damn, who said this? Because I went back and watched the clips and he is fucking right. Porsha did know everything about, allegedly, about Kenya going to expose Brit. And she was supposed to help her. Allegedly. And she said it on the reunion stage. And nobody caught it. But shout out to him, whoever he is. I wish I could remember. I wish I could find it in my history. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to play the clip of what Porsha said on the reunion stage. And then we're going to go back and see everything she already said on her YouTube. And then Kenya spilled some tea also this weekend about the whole situation. And she said Porsha is lying. Drew did not give her the receipts. So we're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Who is lying? So please hit the thumbs up. It don't cost a thing. Just hit the thumbs up, like the video. And now let's get into what Porsha said at the reunion stage.
About Brit's past, and then she had got some pictures and video. I knew she had gotten stuff.
So my thing was to kind of like help shape how she was going to put this out there.
Okay, so you heard Porsha say it out of Porsha's mouth. She knew Kenya had got some pictures and stuff about Brit's past. My thing was how to shape how we're going to put this out there. Like, come again?
Who said that? Who said that? So my thing was to kind of like help shape how she was going to put this out there.
Now you tell me why in the fuck Andy Williams didn't ask Porsha no follow-up questions like, what do you mean shape how you're going to put this out there? How come nobody asked that question? Like, that's how you know, that's how you know Porsha is the favorite. Like, come on now. This is why we need the Kandi Burruses, the kenyamoores on the show and on the reunion stage, because we need people that have critical fucking thinking skills that are going to speak up. I'm sorry, I loved Shamia, but she didn't speak up at all at the reunion. She just let Porsha railroad her the whole time, wouldn't defend herself at all. Drew, okay, I'm proud of Drew. Pat on the back. She did speak up a lot for herself. Angela, I actually expected her to speak up more, which is funny because she did a lot of it this season, but at the reunion, I don't know if she's just trying to be friends with Porsha, but she didn't speak up a lot. Besides going at Phaedra, she didn't really speak up a lot. Cynthia, we all know Cynthia ain't got no backbone, so she is never going to speak up and be like, wait, Porsha, now, you just said that Drew's the one who gave the pictures, but you just said that we were trying to shape how we're going to put it out there. So make it make fucking sense that nobody brought that up at the reunion. Okay, so follow along with me. Let's put two and two together. She said Kenya already told her that she had all this information on Brit, that she and her were supposed to, help shape and get this information out there. That's her words, not mine. I ain't putting no words in her mouth. Then she goes on the reunion and also says, we had just talked the night before, and I was like, this is not how you do it. So tell me the fuck they didn't have a plan and Porsha was involved in exposing Brit. Please tell me this was not a plan that Porsha knew about. And if you don't believe me, I'm about to play the clip. Just listen for your own ears.
And so when I went to her event and saw that it was on these poster boards, I was then like, okay, girl, we just talked last night. This is all the way to hell. Like, this is not how you do it.
Okay, so now let's get into Kenya saying Porsha's a goddamn liar.
Are you in? Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to clear up. I did not get any information that was shared from Drew. I did not get any information that was shared from any housewife. I did not get any information shared from any friend of the housewives. That is a complete lie. And when I first heard that rumor when I think Porsha was doing a live or she was doing YouTube or something, and she said that, a current housewife had given me. So when I saw that Porsha said that on her YouTube live and teasing that a current housewife had given me the information. They did not. I actually called Porsha and I was like, Porsha, why are you saying that? She was like, no, you did. You told me you got it from Drew. I was like, first of all, I never told you that. I would never tell you that. In fact, I told the world where I got the information from. It was from an investigation. And I have never once in my life said that I got the information from any person that is known on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it was just very bizarre. I found the whole thing to be very bizarre. And like literally she was fighting me on the phone for like a good 25 minutes saying that, that I did say it to her. I was like, I would have no reason to say it to you because it's completely false and untrue. And the one thing I just thought I was in an alternate universe talking to her because I was like, girl, I have never said that to you. The one thing that you don't have to remember is the truth. If you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember lies.
Okay, Kenya ate with that. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember lies. Okay, I just don't believe Porsha for shit. All season, she's been trying to have us believe that Drew's the one who gave the pictures. Drew's the one who gave the pictures. But she also wanted us to believe that Drew was fucking with Dennis. But now, at the end of the season, oh no, I don't believe that. Then on her YouTube, she was saying, oh, I think it was a storyline that they created to try to make me mad. So, like, Porsha's story is forever changing. But let's get into the rest of what Kenya said. Then we're going to go back and look at all the things Porsha has said.
I never said it. I always tell the truth. I never said it. If I say something about someone, I have factual information. 99.999% of the time. And for her to say that I had gotten it from Drew, I was like, where are you getting that from? Like, that is insane. And when I did speak to her personally on the phone, she was like, yeah, you did. You told me that. You told me that. I said, I think Drew has information, but she never gave me any photos or any, anything else that she was claiming that the photos came from Drew. And I said that publicly. And for her to double down on it at the reunion, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it's just not true. But she was on the phone telling me, when I spoke to her, that it was true. So the one thing about me, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I have said this on air publicly before. I have never been high. I have never been drunk a day in my life. So I have no reason to like say some stuff and then forget that I said it or who I said it to, or I don't lie about people. I have no reason. So
shots fired, bitch. Kenya said, look, I don't do drugs and I don't get drunk. I.e. Hennessy Porsha Williams.
But I don't know anything that happened.
Okay, what's the Henny?
And did you clock that tea? Kenya said, shout out to Candy, low key, because she was like, and I don't lie on people. AKA Porsha lying on Candy with the dungeon rumors.
That's clearing up number one. Drew did not give me ish. Okay? That was a lie. That was a lie.
So Kenya been standing on business saying she did not tell Porsha that Drew gave her any pictures. And now let's look back at where all this damn drama came from in the first place. It came from Porsha. Porsha started all these damn rumors that Drew is the one who gave her this tea. But what she has failed to admit is she knew Kenya was going to expose her. She knew everything about it. She talked to Kenya the night before the event. And don't listen to me. Listen to Porsha in her own words.
I'm talking to Kenya on the phone, I think the night before her event. And so I'm like, listen, I know you are upset. I know you now are just like, she was building it up. I'm like, I'm knowing, like I know Kenya at the end of the day. We all know Kenya, like we all know Porsha. And we know that Kenya out of all of us is going to retaliate. We knew that it was going to happen in that, not that the poster boards was gonna happen, none of that. But we knew that she was going to try to expose Brit.
I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Porsha knew all along what information that Kenya knew? Because she fucking said it at the reunion. She said it on her YouTube. She knew. Whatever Kenya knew supposedly about Brit, Porsha knew all about it. Porsha says, I was trying to help her mold how we're going to put it out there. And Porsha also said, I talked to her the night before. So y'all don't think that Porsha knew all along what was going to happen at that event? And then she tried to act upset and walk out like, oh, Kenya doing too much? And do you think that's why she's trying to, create a diversion and take the heat off of her and put all the heat on Drew and have everyone wondering who gave Kenya the information? Let's focus on that. Let's focus on who gave Kenya the information. Let's say it's Drew. So no one will be thinking about Porsha, because my mom always said, if you want to know if a liar is a liar, just keep letting them talk. They gonna end up spilling the truth. And the more Porsha talk, the more shit don't be making sense.
One of these housewives who is still on the show is the one who gave Kenya a big part of that nude information.
Okay, I'm done with my Real Housewife conspiracy theory. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments. What is your opinion? Why the hell would Porsha say any of that? Why would she say she was trying to help her figure out how to put it out there? Why would she say she talked to Kenya the night before? She knew Kenya had all this information and she was going to expose her, but then act like she know nothing was going to happen. Tell me what y'all think, please. Lay your thoughts down in the comments section. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Hit the thumbs up button, put your notification bells on, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.